Hey guys, welcome to today's reading. We are going to be diving in, talking about this major shift you are going through right now in your spiritual ascension journey. I feel like those of you that have clicked on this reading, you are one of those that is experiencing this grand shift, this grand awakening. I pulled a card offline just to get the theme, confirm the energy that was coming through, and I got the Four of Wands. This is amazing. I feel like you are in a really moving into a chapter of celebratory moments, feelings of joy, excitement, passion. You may be coming together with your community, friends, family. You may be working on passion projects, but I just feel like you are in this lighter energy. You're feeling revived, rejuvenated, up-leveled, in harmony, balanced, right? All these great things. And I just want to dive in and talk about this. I also just feel like you should just be so proud of yourself, because I know how, what comes before a massive shift, right? And oftentimes what comes before a massive shift is a need to release, a need to purge. So maybe you were even going through a dark night of the soul. We're going to see what comes up here. The Chariot. Oh, I love this. Moving forward, overcoming obstacles, passionate movement forward. You know, the path is clearing way for you. You are making a way to push through any adversities, to push through any hardships. There's determination here, a lot of excitement, a lot of joy, and a lot of progress is being made at this time. Again, be so proud of yourself. This is huge. This is a huge time. The Seven of Pentacles. So maybe at this time you're kind of looking at where you want to place your energy. What matters to you? What are those passion projects? What is that thing that's near and dear to your heart that maybe you haven't started yet, and now you're feeling the time is now, right? Kind of look at what you've been spending your energy on, what you've been investing in. And I feel like the thing is I feel like a lot of you have already kind of done this. You know, right before this massive shift, it was like reevaluating where you were placing your energy, the things you were investing in. And this can be anything, right? People, places, things, projects, whatever it is. Now I feel clarity on the vision, on the dream, clarity on where you want to be at this time. Those seeds that you have planted are now coming into fruition. You're now being called to continue to nurture those seeds. Look at this, the Eight of Wands and Judgment. This is a big, a big one here. Just forward movement, passionate forward movement. I feel like you are going to be seeing massive shifts, like continuing here. Massive changes, massive evolution, things being attracted to you. You are this magnet for abundance. You're this magnet for positivity. And with the Judgment card here, this is a major wake up. This is a major calling. And I feel like you're answering the call here, right? This is huge. Really big stuff here. I love this. I also just got releasing judgments, right? Releasing judgments, going with the flow, letting people be as they are, right? You know, and letting circumstances play out the way they're meant to play out, right? Kind of viewing things as, okay, what is this teaching me? Rather than getting triggered by those people or those circumstances, you're kind of looking at it and saying, you know what? Rather than getting angry and frustrated, I'm going to see what this brings up for me because in doing this, it shows the areas we need to work on. It shows triggers, traumas, fears that maybe we need to continue to release or work on. And I feel like you're doing that. The Tower. This is like exactly what I meant when I said, I know what comes before a massive shift like this. And it can be very, very tough, right? With the Tower here, it can be an entire construct coming down. It can be an entire way of living, way of thinking, coming crumbling down for you to rebuild a stronger foundation, right? And you're doing this here, right? With this Four of Wands, I feel that you're at the foundation here and you're saying, moving forward, things are going to be very different. I'm not going to go back to the way things were in the past. You know, maybe the ego mind really was in the driver's seat and it consumed you, you know, the overthinking, the judgments, the fears, fearing of others' judgments, right? That programming, you're saying that is outdated. That is done here. No more. This could have been this sudden awakening, sudden realization of certain things that were holding you back. Something major could have happened in your life, right? This could have been the passing of a loved one, the loss of a home, the loss of a job, right? It doesn't have to be, but it could have been something major like that. Maybe a divorce, a separation, right? And maybe it did have you down for a while. But I feel that if you're here, you're still watching this, you are one of those who has recently overcome this Tower. And maybe even some of you might be looking at this Tower with gratitude. Yes, it was hard and maybe even terrible, right? But you're seeing that this has opened the doorway to a powerful new experience, right? Because that's what this life is. It's an experience. We are spirit in this human vessel, here to have experiences, here to grow, evolve. And you're seeing that due to this happening, you are now embodying a higher version of yourself. You're now birthing this higher version of yourself, and it feels so damn good, right? And you might even be saying, if it wouldn't have been for this thing coming down, maybe I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Which tells me you have really integrated the lessons. Again, for the third time, I'm like a broken record on this, but you should be so proud of yourself. And if no one has told you, then I will tell you, I am proud of you. The Seven of Swords. All right. So I do feel like there are times where you're kind of tested and, you know, maybe the negative thoughts creep in and the doubt and the fear and the worry, but I feel there's a but. So let's see what follows this Seven of Swords, right? I want to see this but. Two of Wands. There it is, right? Like, do I continue on this journey or do I face this temptation and go back to that? And that's kind of where you're at here, is each and every day. And sometimes every moment we have to take it second by second, day by day. And each moment we have the choice to choose fear or choose love, right? And these are tests that everybody faces all day long. It's about our perspective, right? And you know that you taking this opportunity to run with it to grow with it, to evolve, to integrate the lessons, learn from it, make changes, right? Adaptability. It sure as hell is better than going back to that space you were in, that room you were in, that it felt like those walls were closing in on you, right? You felt limited. And now you're seeing the limitless potential in everything. Woo-hoo. King of Wands, the King of Confidence, the King of Fire, the King of Desire and Passion, right? Here you are. Running with this. Keeping the fire burning here. Wands, 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 wands. Running forward with this passion, feeding the fire here. Maintaining that confidence. Confidence is your best friend right now. Confidently moving forward, boldly moving forward. Oh. Oh, wishes coming true. The 9 of Cups. Wishes being granted, fulfillment, joy, abundance. You are aligning with your most sought after reality here. I mean, you are just taking it amongst yourself to access that which was always yours and always meant to be yours. You are quite literally manifesting your wishes and your dreams. Success is in the cards. Victory is in the cards. Celebration, overcoming obstacles, overcoming illusions. Will you be tested? Sure, of course, we're all going to continue to be tested on this journey, on this evolution. But I see you mastering the mind. Sure, those sneaky little thoughts are going to come in. The ego's not going to completely vanish. You know, there's actually, the ego is not a bad thing per se, right? The ego serves a purpose. Let's go to Kyle Gray's angel prayer cards. Don't hate, meditate. Thank you, angels, for guiding me to love through meditation. So maybe you're getting, very dedicated to your spiritual practices, such as meditation, yoga, Reiki, whatever it may be. This is important. This is helping you to maintain this higher vibration. This is going to be important. Daily meditation is so important in my life, and it has been for almost 15 years, where it's a daily must, right? So through this meditation, I think this is a great outlet for when these things do sneak in, right? When these tricky situations that tempt us to fall back into old patterns, right? When you're feeling that, can you take 5 minutes to meditate? Can you, if you're at work, can you take a break for 5 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour, right? What can you do in those moments to kind of breathe through the tension, see past the illusion, right? Forgiveness heals. Look at this. Don't hate, meditate. Forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. So this is not to say this isn't tough when it comes to maybe past relationships. But I feel like this is something that you are starting to see that it only brings your energy down. It doesn't help the situation. Holding on to anger, resentment with a person, with a situation. Forgiveness is going to be so important right now. And I feel like, again, you have already really come to this realization and conclusion that the hate, fear, anger, resentment needs to be released. That doesn't mean we have to be hanging out with that person all the time or anything like that. You don't have to do anything like that. But seeing the oneness, that we all are this united band of energy, that our outward experience is based on our inward experience, right? So finding peace in your heart, true peace, true love for the self, right? That's going to be beneficial in the lens we look towards others, right? And sometimes it helps by kind of pulling back and saying, you know what? Whatever they did, whatever they said, whatever happened that may have hurt you, triggered you, it could have been awful, terrible. I'm not trying to downplay the level of severity for some of you, because I'm sure, we experience terrible things. Some of us experience even more terrible than others could ever imagine. So I'm not trying to downplay any of the situations you have faced, but some are maybe pulling back and viewing that person, for example, and saying, well, what is their action? What was their motive? What is their pain and suffering rooted in? Because if they're hurting others, then I promise you, they have their own array of triggers and traumas and experiences that have shaped them to do such nasty, hurtful things, right? That all of us, no matter who they are, who we are, everybody and everything is circled around love. The desire for love, the desire to share love, everything comes back to love. So maybe some of you are even viewing the person that hurt you or persons and saying, what hurt them? Why are they so disconnected? What are they fearing? What are they running from? What are they craving? What are they missing? And we're releasing it, we're forgiving it, and we're letting it go. Because the only thing it does is it holds us back. Love life. Look at this. New and renewed romantic love is here for you. Rose quartz. Look at this pink energy, right? Love, love, love. Don't hate, right? What's the opposite of hate? Love. Forgiveness. Love. Love is the answer here. You are attracting very abundant relationships, very loving and fulfilling relationships. When I move my body, I feel empowered, cleansed, and strong. And I do see a lot of movement. And I feel like the more you're moving, the better you're feeling, right? It's time to kind of get up and get our energy expressed, creativity. Something I just told my brother yesterday. He is a recovering addict, and he's also going through a separation right now. And he was asking for advice, and I told him one of the things that really helped me after my separation was exercise, because the boost in serotonin levels, and also the sweating and the deep breathing from like running and exercising, it really cleansed my energy. It really purified and released the heaviness, right? Deep breathing is important. You know, if you can work up a sweat each day, that really helps, right? But we don't have to, you know, so if some of you can't do those kinds of things, meditation, right? Going for a walk, doing a salt bath, creating something, making art. Okay? It's safe to slow down, relax, and let go. Yeah. It's safe to let this go. It's time to let certain things go, right? And I think that's something that you have already established, is I need to let these things go. And in doing that, releasing these dark clouds, this clouded energy, this heavy energy, thick energy, it's just this blossoming happening for you. Owning my power inspires others to do the same. I am not afraid to shine. Wow. Look at you. Look at you shining, owning your power, right? King of Wands here. This is beautiful. And I hope it reached you at the perfect time. I am sending you so much love, so much light, wishing nothing but the best for you. If you want to work with me personally, my email is linked below. And other than that, I'll see you all next time. Take care. Be well.